Alright guys, welcome to another video of my work in progress mod called Diablo II Resurrected Vanilla Overkill, based off of Vanilla++ by Bonesy. Okay, so I kind of already showed a couple videos of the Iron Man Necromancer, and currently I'm still working on the Druid. Got more of it done. I think once I get that done, I might go ahead and work on the, it's mostly for playtesting as well, so why I'm playing the Necromancer right now. I think once I get that character done, I might start with that and do videos when I feel that his skills are comfortable enough to show. So I got him at 84 right now, surprisingly by as much as Frostbite. I got him that high up. So let's just get started. He's in Act 2 right now. Final quest. This is what I did with them. So yeah, of course, as you guys know, when you have a golem, that's the Iron Golem is always there with you. What I did here, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of weird. Most people with golems, you know, they don't care too much about health. You just put 1 point in there, 1 point in there, plus items. If it dies, you just cast another one. But in this case, the problem with clay golems and blood golems, I mean, I couldn't get the life going up while you put points into it. I think I said in the last video. So I just kind of made it where it's kind of based off of Golem Mastery. And of course, Blood Golem based off of Blood Golem. So I also did something new here. I amped up the synergies of the golems. I kept Golem Masters as is, but you know, when you actually get to level 20, it doubles those stats. But yeah, when you put points into Clay Golem, instead of 20 attack rate, you get 50. When you put points in Blood Golem, instead of the, what was it? Instead of 5%, you get 20%. Instead of, for the Iron Golem, instead of 35 defense, you get 100 defense. And Fire Golem, instead of that 6% damage, is 25% damage. So I kind of made him, you know, it's Iron Golem now, does more damage as a base. And when you have items that do enhanced damage, it should work out as well. I think one-handed items, actually it does the weapon damage with that, with this damage, I guess. I think it does that weird calculation. But when it's a two-handed weapon, it just does the enhanced damage, from what I read. It doesn't do any of the two-handed damage. That would sound like a good idea, right? Lots of damage, anyway, it doesn't do that. Only one-handed weapons that does that. So yeah, the Fire Golem, I mean, yeah, so these guys got a lot of life now. A lot of attack rating, a lot of defense. I think that works better when you want to put points into these skills just for that. Yeah, I only put a point into one for amplified damage. Most people do that, right? But I'm trying to work with these curses too, so when you actually max them out, they give you a bonus. That's kind of trying to think in between, like what should I do, right? Let's say you got 5 points in this skill, so it does a negative 100. Why not just amp that up a bit? I've seen mods do that, where they actually increase the amplified damage and some of these other things. But like, I don't know, dim vision, what's that going to do? Just make it dimmer vision? It can't do that. It's, once you do the curse on it, it already does it. So the weird thing I did there, right, as you see, look at that, negative 50 enemy physical resistance. It's kind of stupid. But it would do something, you get to hurt them better with physical damage while you're dimming them, I guess. That's all I can think of. Even Terror, it's kind of lame because they run away. How can you attack them, right? It works. I remember seeing a guy fight the Chaos Tristram using the Necromancer against the Uberers in that video, and yeah, he used Terror. He used Decrypify for Bale or the other ones. He used Terror to scare off all the other crazy monsters that keep resummoning or respawning. So, you know, Terror by itself kind of, it's good to scare monsters away, and I guess that's it. You can't do anything else with it. So, I don't know what to do. So, I guess right now, I mean, I only have 1 point in Corpse Explosion to get that plus 7 rather. I like using that skill with the Golem. And right now, we're just going to do one quest here. Let's just going to mess around at least. Yeah, at least do maybe 2 dungeons. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's right. Got this. Get away from me, Bigfoot. Yep, that's it. He's got lots of attack, or takes, that thorns damage. And he's got lots of life, too, so... get away from me, Bigfoot! Get away from me! You won't attack Bigfoot! Come on, yeah, you too! Get away from me! Okay, he's going after him now. Oh, he got really hurt. Oh, they all got really hurt. That's the trick, too. If I would have doubled... If I would have got this level 20, not only get that good range, but it would actually double the damage. 140 by 240. I figured, why not? It sounds like a good way to put extra points into Corpse Explosion. And yeah, people like to put points into Corpse Explosion just for that range. Right now, level 8 is kind of nice, 5 yards. But I have to put another 19 points. That was good too, see? Just so I can get it to, that's very good. That double damage is not a bad idea, so it can help. And then again, it might be overkill. That's the other thing I have to think about when doing this. Let me pick up that small crystal. I wouldn't get hurt again. Ow. So those are my two main attacks. This guy, and he uses Ikmals. So I'm just going to go in this dungeon, maybe mess around, maybe hopefully it's a smaller dungeon. The big one has the super unique Ancient Ka Soul, that's what his name is. This guy's really hurt, by the way. They really hurt your golem, any class of monsters. They really do a lot of damage. Oh crap, it's gonna hurt. I think they're gonna really hurt him too. And again, they're hurting themselves, so whatever. Yeah, it's the big guys, those big guys that really do lots of damage. I think it's a weird crushing blow. Look at that, I think it did crush blow. But they're also hurting themselves while they're getting creamed. While they're trying to get my buddy. No, that's not Druid. It's not Ancient Ka. Some guy named Druid. Random unique. Yeah, they do lots of damage. So we might just go through one of these dungeons just to show off this Iron Golem. So he's about to die. Yeah, because the big guys. Run away! Come on, run away! Let him heal a bit. Oh, that curse too is another factor. But he's gonna heal up a bit. Can't heal him, right? Yeah, of course, version good so they don't keep resurrecting them. Oh, he's also extra strong. That explains it. He's healing up. I don't have to go back to town. I just work with myself. Yeah. These guys do any damage. Yeah, around there. I couldn't find a way to do magic pierce. There is a sunder in this game for magic, and it's just kind of lame because there's nothing that can actually raise it, bring it down. That is, it's kind of stupid. I've seen other mods actually able to implement that, magic damage. Actually able to put that in there as a magic skill. Like, oh, whoa, what was that? That's messed up. Yeah, so they actually managed. Oh, that's gonna hurt. So they managed to get that magic skill bonus. And you can also do it with physical damage, physical skill bonus, and a physical piercing too, maybe kind of a weird way. Instead of iron, amplify damage, you have. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, so they're still not going after my golem. They really like to get me. Okay, they're getting him now. So, yeah, there are some people that already do those things where they can make them. Yeah, that's right, he's going to really get hurt. I have it on Monsters 1 in terms of difficulty. Monster count 1. So, yeah, it's really a big problem because, it's kind of cool you can do higher if you can. I made some builds where they're very, like Amazon, she's very good. She can get very high monster count and do lots of damage. So I'm going to tweak this game a bit. Hopefully all of them can get kind of equal where the high where they all do lots of damage. Like right now I'm trying to do the best I can with the magic, but unfortunately I can't do a negative piercing thing with magic there, so I just gave them lots of damage. And that's not going to be good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's being physical. I did run into some monsters that are immune to physical, though. And I tried doing the curse, and it didn't work. It was namely a ghost. He's gonna hurt me. Yeah, apparently, I think with Bonesy's D2R land, you can do a trick with the sunders. You can set it any way you like. Basically, he has it by default 99. I'm noticing that if you have a sunder, just like I say 115, I go to 114. It won't work, but it will work on monsters with 100. But if you have, let's say, 0 on that sunder, if it's a monster with, let's say, 150, it'll just go right to 50. And we'll go from there. So I guess you just do what you like with that. Alright, I don't know. I'm going to just go right to Duriel. I just want to do one quest here. I don't want to waste too much time. I'm trying to make small videos here. So there you go, see? Always used to these maps. So always one dungeon. We'll just go directly to... Whoa! Sorry. Go, run away! He's going to get hurt by the Bigfoots? Probably not. It's those big clubbers that... Ah! Sorry. They're going to really hurt, right? Sorry, Bigfoot. You gotta get hurt. Those guys want to hurt me. I don't even use the Cripify. I don't have to spend too many points into to get the Cripify. Because I want to get... For some reason, I want to get that at... level 20. It doesn't matter too much because I'm not really getting. That's the thing. As far as feats or mastery, it's just that these here are just for helping out the Iron Golem. That's it. There's 1, 2. There's your 5. You know, it's 5 total. 5 you can get at max. I'm just using that clay golem right now to give my guy more attack rating. And when I do max him out, though, unfortunately, it just makes the clay golem be able to. You do get 2 clay golems. That's it. So some of these skills, they work for everything, while other ones work for itself. Fortunately, that's all I can do with this, and that. You know, that magic damage. I also made this one a little bit more powerful, the teeth, so you can kind of use them anywhere. Then again, I don't know, I'm going to have to kind of figure out what to do. Not much magic damage they do in hell, so I mean, the golems do a lot more damage than those, than the teeth and the bone sparer, so... I have to figure out what to do with that. I didn't do anything to the bone spare at all, and I keep thinking it doesn't do that much damage. Then again, I don't have any points in. I only have it in teeth and bone spare, so maybe that's what's the problem. I have to keep putting more points into the synergies or something. I don't know. Yeah, so these guys should hurt each other, hurt themselves. I mean, that guy is just sitting there getting healed. There you go, like that. Okay, so we didn't do the Ancient Ka, the Soulless dungeon. I'm kind of glad we didn't do that. That was going to be a big dungeon. When he has his dungeon, it's always the big one. To go after that's super unique. Oh, no. So I'm glad we did a small one. Just want to spend a little bit more time show this off this Iron Golem thing. Yeah, so lots of attacker takes damage. A lot more than what they initially had in the game, which was... Oh, that's going to hurt. It was kind of trivial. The attacker takes damage that the golem had. It was just stupid. There's no reason to have an iron golem at all. It's just fire golem and maybe blood golem. No, more like clay golem. Yeah, people like the clay golem because of the slow factor it does. So yeah, if you like clay golem, you put 20 points into it, get 2 clay golems. You know, it doesn't make it even slower. Just kind of, you know, I guess, I don't know. Let's go to the summoning. It'll make them do more damage, I guess. I don't know. Plus, they slow his enemies, both of them equally. So I'm not sure. I mean, if one dies, you know, just put another one in there. It does more damage. So I have to figure out what to do with this game, guys. You know, I mean, I would rather make it where it does 2 golems. It's kind of stupid sounding. More attack rating? Yeah, more, because that's what his primary thing is, attack rating. You know, this guy is actually thorn. That's the problem. I like the thorns. I like what I did there. So, you know, I have to think what to do with this. Increase damage and attack rating for that. It works on all the other monsters. I'm sorry, on the other summons. I'll have to figure out what to do with this. It's very hard and very complicated, but I know one buddy of mine, he tried to tell me that I should just do the code more, you know, not as complicated. I might be making it kind of complicated. I may have to simplify it in the Excel sheet. I like to call it Excel sheet because it's an Excel sheet. We don't really use Excel in Diablo 2 modding. We use, I think it's called AFJ, right? AGF. Oh, I forgot what it was, AFJ or AGF. Basically, it's another Excel sheet program that works specifically for making these work better. It's a Bonesy was just talking about. Okay, so yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I might be able to work these monsters out a lot easier. It is kind of nice having 2 golems with clay golem. Not really, right? Fire golem works because they do damage. I don't know. I think about that. Rather make it where it does an additional bonus. You know, in this case, a clay golem does attack rating. You know, that's the big one it likes. And blood golem does life. There's your life, right? And the damage for the fire golem. And this guy is defense. Then again, it's kind of, oh crap. See, I don't like this one. Yeah, this thing caused that. Armor King Sword. It was kind of nice because I was using it to get skeletons in Nightmare, but the skeletons keep dying in Hell, so... Yeah, so if you look at the class here, I got these. All thanks to the fact I got that wand. Let's just do this. So it tells me Dario's going to die real quickly. I mean, and Dario died real quickly too. This guy is actually poisoning him. That's the cool thing about this golem, right? While the fire golems are immune to fire, right? The iron golems are immune to poison. Not immune to cold, though. I have to be careful here. I'm really dumb. Okay, so he's probably gonna get really. Oh, see? Okay, he's screwed. Yep, you're done. Again. Ooh, I like those. Kinda like those. Now that one I'm gonna keep. For everything else, I'm gonna break down that dumb charm. Some of these charms are still useful. I actually brought them back in terms of, I said I didn't bring them back, but made it easy to get those charms, and I modified them a bit.
I came too late. Now, destruction is let loose upon the world.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad stutter. It's actually from 50 to 25 now. The resistance reduction, so it's not that high 90 to, was it 70 now? I made it 50 to 25. So these immunity things are a lot easier to deal with now. In some classes, I might work around with this mod well enough. Like for instance, Necromancer. I could make this, see the 50 poison skill damage? I could make that negative 50 to enemy poison resistance, and this one here have the Sunder. Meaning you can ditch that skill, get that, and oops, have that but in form of poison. It's not a bad idea. I can make more skills have that negative 50 to enemy thing. Yeah, I'm cool, thanks. So I'm gonna throw that away. Really don't need Sunders right now, and they are very useful for some classes. Trust me. And I mean there are some. Then again, I'm not sure. I'm not trying to recall why I actually brought them out right now. I did kind of bring them in from Bale Nightmare. I'm sorry, Bale Normal. I brought these out. I'm trying to recall why that was a good idea. Was I dealing? I think I was dealing with a class that didn't have the Sunder. I don't know. I had a class. Most of these classes have the the negative to enemy elemental resistance and the Sunder already. Imagine will work on that. I know. Oh well. I think. I know I did it at normal difficulty because I know that when you deal with monsters in Nightmare, they can be a problem. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. No, that was bad too. But yeah, that's the reason why I brought those in Nightmare, because there'll be some monsters we have a hard time with. That's probably why I did that. It's quite possible you might run into monsters in Nightmare that have 2 immunities. That's probably why I did that. I'm trying to recall why I made it so early and easy to get now.
My ship is your ship.
But yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to show. I'm trying to make these videos very short now. Make my description as is. Show some, me beating up stuff. And that's it. I'm not sure I made it too long of a video, did I? I'm not sure. I'll have to find out when I'm done with this. Yeah, I try to make very short videos now. Do the description and that's it. So yeah, I'm currently working on the Druid. Oh, we'll wear this later. Working on the Druid. And yeah, that's another feature I did with the Sunders. Make them earlier and have more. What I might do too, It's just add a negative to enemy whatever on the cool thing. It just won't work on magic or physical. And those two dumb sunders. What I might even do is I might even make sure that they don't even drop. That's what I might do. Then again, it's kind of stupid because I think they drop when you go into hell difficulty and you kill those monsters there. The sunders would drop there. The magic and the physical. So I might just... what the hell, I'll just drop them. I won't put physical or magic in there. I don't think they work at all. All I can think is physical might work if you use amplify damage. And that's it. I've seen some monsters have a hard time with that physical. Yeah, I think the physical might work. It's just magic that doesn't. But whatever. I'll just... the Sunder will still work with amplify damage. Because some monsters don't. I just ran into one last time I played this. Before this one. That had that. Anyhow, I think that's it, guys. Next video... Who knows? Might just do more Iron Man or whatever. It's good for testing, I guess. Who knows? Might show some Sunders. I think that's the next thing I'm going to do. Not for physical, because you don't need to. You just need the amplified damage and the Sunder. I can't think of any bonus negative to enemy that doesn't have that. But with the other elements, the other 4, I might actually have a negative. I might have that little factor for you, which actually sounds kind of neat. Because most monsters are actually the elemental immunities, as well as poison immunities. Most of them, there rarely are any that are magical, or physical there are, but yeah, there's no negative for that. So the Sunder is fine, especially you have that. Anyhow, I think I'm done talking. Okay, I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.